Class 6, entitled Science 1. This is the lesson 7, title Getting to Know Plants. Page 52. Getting to know plants. Go outside and observe all the plants around you. Figure 7.1. Do you see that some plants are small, some very big, while some are just patches of green on the soil? Some have green leaves, while some others have reddish ones. Some have huge red flowers. Some have tiny blue ones, while some have none. We do see a variety of plants existing all around us, near our homes, in the school ground, on the way to the school, in the parks and gardens. Isn't it? Let us get to know the different parts of any plant. This will help us understand the differences between plants of different kinds. Can you label the stem, branch, root, leaf, flower, and fruit of the plant shown in figure 7.1? Color the parts of the plant. Figure 7.1. A nature walk. 7.1. Herbs, shrubs, and trees. Look closely at the stem and branches of 1. Plants much smaller than you. 2. Plants that are about your size. And 3. Plants which are much taller than you. Feel their stem and try to bend them gently to see if they are tender or hard. Figure 7.2. Parts of a plant. Page 53. Table 7.1. Categories of plants. The table is divided into different columns named as plant name, column 1 height, column 2 stem, column 3 where do the branches appear, column 4. Column 2 is subdivided into 4 categories. green, tender, thick, hard. Column 3 is also subdivided into two. At the base of the stem, higher up on the stem. Tomato, height short. Green, yes. Tender, yes. Category of plant, herb. Mango, height, very tall. Thick, yes. Hard, yes. Higher up on the stem, yes. Category of plant, tree. Lemon, height, about my height. Hard, yes. At the base of the stem, yes. Category of plant, shrub. Rest of the table is left blank for your observation. Complete it. Take care that the stem does not break. Hug the tall plants to see how thick their stems are. We also need to notice from where the branches grow in some plants, close to the ground or higher up on the stem. We will now group all the plants we observed in Table 7.1. Some examples are shown. You can fill the columns 1, 2 and 3 for many more plants. Fill column 4 later after studying the section. Based on these characters, most plants can be classified into 3 categories: herbs, shrubs, and trees. An example of each is shown in figure 7.3. Suggestion: student can work in groups of 4 to 5 so that a minimum number of plants are harmed or damaged. You may also use weeds with soft stems for the activities. Do you know what weeds are? In crop fields, lawns or in pots, often some unwanted plants or weeds start growing. Have you seen farmers removing these weeds from their fields? Figure 7.3a shows herb. Figure B shows shrub, and figure C shows a tree. Page 54. Plants with green and tender stems are called herbs. They are usually short and may not have many branches. Figure 7.3a. Some plants develop branches near the base of stem. The stem is hard but not very thick. Such plants are called shrubs. Figure 7.3b. Some plants are very tall and have hard and thick stem. The stems have branches in the upper part much above the ground. Such plants are called trees. Figure 7.3c. Based on the above characteristics, can you now classify the plants listed by you and complete column 4 in the table 7.1? Paheli wonders, what kind of stem the money plant, beanstalk, gourd plants, and grapevines have? Do observe some of these plants. How are these different from a herb, a shrub, or a tree? Why do you think some of them need support to climb upwards? Plants with weak stems that cannot stand upright but spread on the ground are called creepers. Figure 7.4. While those take support and climb up are called climbers. Figure 7.5. These are different from the herbs, shrubs, and trees. Perhaps there are some plants in your school or at home that you take care of. Write down the names of any 2 trees, shrubs, herbs, or creepers growing in your house or school. Figure 7.4. Creepers. Figure 7.5 shows climbers. Seven point two. Stem. Observe closely the stems of different plants around you. Note down different structures or parts borne by the stem. Compare your observations with that of your friends. What do you find? Stems bear leaves. Branches. Buds. Flowers and fruits. Activity 2. We would require a glass, water, red or blue ink, and a soft stem. Pour water to fill 1/3 of the glass. Add a few drops of red or blue ink to the water. Cut the base of the stem and put it in the glass as shown in figure 7.6. Observe the setup. Does the color appear in the stem? You will find that the color rises in the stem. If this is kept for a longer period, the color appears in the veins of leaves also. How do you think the color reached there? Page 55. From this activity, we see that The stem helps in upward movement of water. The water and minerals go to leaves and other plant parts attached to the stem. Figure 7.6 shows stem in a glass with colored water. Figure 7.7a shows water moves up the stem and reaches leaves. Figure 7.7b shows enlarged view of open end of stem. Seven point three. Leaf. Observe the leaves of some plants around you. And draw them in your notebook. Are all the leaves of same size, shape and color? How are leaves attached to the stem? The part of leaf by which it is attached to the stem is called petiole. The broad green part of the leaf is called lamina. Figure 7.8. Can you identify these parts of the leaves in plants around you? Do all the leaves have petioles? Let us get to know the leaf better by taking its impression. If you thought that leaves cannot sign, here is an activity which will make you think again. Figure 7.8 shows a leaf, different parts of leaf, lamina, stem and petiole. Activity 3. Put a leaf under a white sheet of paper or a sheet in your notebook. Hold it in place as shown in figure 7.9. Hold your pencil tip sideways and rub it on the portion of the paper having the leaf below it. Did you get an impression with some lines in it? Are they similar to those on the leaf? These lines on the leaf are called veins. Do you see a prominent line in the middle of the leaf? This is called the midrib. The design made by veins in a leaf is called leaf venation. If this design is net-like on both sides of midrib, the venation is reticulate. Figure 7.10a. In the leaves of grass, you might have seen that the veins are parallel to one another. This is parallel venation. Figure 7.10b. Observe the venation in as many leaves as you can without removing them from the plant. Draw the pattern and write names of some plants having reticulate and parallel venation. Shall we now find out some of the functions of a leaf? Figure 7.9 shows taking an impression of a leaf. Page 56. Figure 7.10 Leaf venation. Figure A reticulate and Figure B parallel.